Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. So today I did say I was going to do Hunkydory, and this is an older craft pad. I don't think it's available on Hunkydory anymore. I had to get it from eBay. I saw a couple of toppers from it and I wanted it. You know how it is sometimes. So as with all of the craft pads, you get 4 pages of the toppers. In this case we've got the beautiful horses, sort of country life sort of images, and I'm sure my nan had a picture that was a bit like that when she had her own place. And then we've got the gold foiling with the horseshoes. That was just quite generic with just some flowers with the foiling. We've got the horse rearing, these beautiful working horses. And then we've got our printed cardstock as well. So we've got a lovely little foil foal there. Another working horse on that one. You've got your sort of stampede. And then you've got your 8 inserts as well to match. Okay. I'm going to be using this topper here, so I'm just going to pop that one out. I'm also going to just snip out, which I've just got one there, that could have been disastrous. The border. That one bit out of the way. And then I am going to need a sentiment. I think I'll decide that once I put the card together. And I also want the foiled cardstock, which is this one. And this pad is matte-tastic, so you haven't got that gloss. You've got that beautiful matte finish. Okay, so for my card itself, I'm going to be making a reverse easel card. So I'm starting with a card blank, which is just under 6.5 inches square, and I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and I'm going to score this at 3 inches. And I can go ahead, put that down and burnish it, and then done it the wrong way, so that's no problem. So then that is how our card will sit. So we've got this bit which is 3 inches. I know we've got the extra ½ inch there, but I wanted that because this topper is exactly 6 inches, so it's going to sit a little better having the bit of height at the back, I thought. So that's why I've done it that way. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer and we can start making some mats. So just pull that leg out. And I've got a piece of gold mirror, and I'm going to go to, I think, about 6 1/4. I think that should be fine for the base of my card. Just going to check that out, and that's perfect. And then if I go 2 inches under the 3 and 6 1/4 for that piece there. And that's perfect for that as well. Okay, so then for the bottom piece, I'm going to keep this image for another project, and I'm just going to go 2 notches under the 6 1/4, and again 2 notches under the 6 1/4. If I bring that mat back in, we should have quite a nice border around. Just going to take take a tiny bit off there. Just feel like that could do with just a little piece. That's perfect. And then we need a piece for the top. So let's see, how wide is that across? Is that going to fit that way around? It's not. So I'm going to grab the book again. I'm just going to go to these inserts. Have a little look. Or we could go with the printed cardstock instead. So. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come in. I'm just going to take a piece of this, I think. The other option, let me just check. So I sort of thought that off cut would fit this, because normally I do the 6-inch cards, so it normally fits perfectly well. So back to there. So if I do that, I'm going to lose the horse, and it's going to look a bit silly going that way. Just wondering how else I could do that. So let me just. Okay, so I'm going to do. I'm going to cut down the edge just right on that gold foil in there, and we've got just about 1.25 inches there. And then on this piece I'm going to cut just under 1.5 inches. That's perfect, and then I just need to get this length right. So they were 6.25. So if I go to 6 and 2 notches and 6 and 2 notches. And that is all the cutting that I believe we need to do right now. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some black ribbon as well. Okay, so I think we'll go there. Onto there, and then we'll hide that to join with the ribbon. So I'm going to use tacky glue. Let me take that pin out. So just because this is going to grab a little quicker, which is going to be better when I'm turning it around for getting that ribbon in the right place. And again, tacky glue. And what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that my borders around the edges, my gold border, is all nice and even. I'm going to bring in some red liner tape. we cut 2 pieces. Oops. Pop those on the back. And we'll give them a good burnish down. And if you wanted to, instead of the ribbon, I could have always come across with that border, but I want to use that on the base, so that's why I decided to go with the ribbon. I mean, it may be a case that I could have chopped some of the excess on the page. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let me just pop this ribbon on and done a border that way, but I do like to have a bit of ribbon now and then anyway, so. And just because you have a ribbon doesn't mean you necessarily have to have a bow. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Try to get that nice and straight. That's fine. So what I mean is, on these topper pages, like these edges here, you can trim those out, mount them onto gold. So that one would have worked with black. And then, you know, done a little piece like this with the gold edging, the matte layer, and that would have worked quite well. But we've gone with ribbons, so that's not a problem. Okay, and for this big bit, I'm going to be using my Collage All Purpose. As I always say, just be careful with the mirror card because it can take the shine off, because it is designed to work with with porous surfaces. Sorry, I will get them words all mixed up. So just be careful that you don't get any of the glue on your mirror card because it will take the shine off. Okay, and it also does move around, so if you are going to be doing more with it, like with the ribbon, sometimes it's worth just going with tacky glue because it sticks a little faster. The alcohol glue just takes that tiny weeny bit longer. Okay, I'm actually gonna turn that round. And these are the bits you have to watch out for, the little fronds. Just think this banding would go with us having the banding at the top. It's just going to work a little better going that way. Otherwise you've got it going crisscross. Okay, I'm just going to get that into the right place. If it'll move over just a bit. There we go, I think we'll look fat. Okay, and then this piece, I'm going to put that onto our top bit, and I am just putting a bit of glue where that ribbon is just for a bit of extra support, and we can pop that onto there. Okay, and that's our base card assembled. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these out of here. And this card is feeling just a little bit flimsy. Well, not flimsy, it's just not as strong as this here. So I'm going to bring in just a little scrap of card, pop that onto there, bring my pencil in, oops, just super carefully go around there, bring this trimmer in. trim, so I'm just going to go straight along the top, just inside the line. Don't want this to show through, and then I can hand cut the other pieces. So just bring my scissors in. Like I say, it's just because this is going to sit like this. If I left it as it is, I can't do the layering with the pads that I want to do without losing the stability of the card. So I've got two options. I can either back it onto card like I'm doing, or I can back it onto acetate. So I'm just going to choose to go for the card, because you're not going to see any of it anyway. And it's just roughly cut, because like I say, it's all going to be hidden behind my toppers and my frames anyway. I'm just going to double check that that has completely covered that, so that is fine. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead, just put a thin layer of tacky glue all the way around, and then pop this on. There we go. It's nice and neat on the back. Nobody's going to see the back anyway, but that's fine. And then I'm going to pop the next layer out. And if I grab my Hunkydory tabs, I've got some of these long thin strips which are going to be perfect for this. They do go around the corners, which is lovely. That goes quite nicely, and the trick is not to pull it too tight, because otherwise it kind of puckers your card a little bit, so I don't want the card puckered. Slim that down a little bit, and I just want a bit of support over this tray. So I'm just checking none of that's showing through. And it's looking good, so go ahead and peel these off. And I'm just going to put a few little spots of tacky glue on, just to give me a little bit of wiggle time. And then we're going to go ahead and pop that back in where it belongs. There we go. Okay. And then when it comes to the actual horse one, I've got choices. I can either go inside, or I can go higher, and my initial thought was to go higher, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring in some Crafter's Companion pads for that one, and these are about a 3mm high pad. Those Hunkydory ones, I think it's probably about a 2mm on that one. So it's not too high, it's not going to look out of place, it's just a gentle graduation. So just putting those down, just peel these backs off. And again, just popping a little bit of tacky glue on just to give me a little bit of manoeuvrability time. And then it's nice and easy just to slot that back in where it came from. A little nudge over and a little nudge down. Okay, so that's where we're at. And then what I need to do next is just to get that stuck onto here. I'm going to do it with the Colour All Purpose because it does set like concrete. And I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue around just to give us a bit of stick straight away. And just want to get that sort of in the middle, and I want the base to sort of be flat with this border at the bottom. So let's pop that on like so. So it is coming over a little bit at the top, but that is fine. Just popping that on, just giving that a bit of time to set. So meanwhile, while that's doing that, I'll bring that quick guillotine back in and I'll straighten up that end, and then I want this to go from the gold piece to the gold piece, so let's just pop that underneath. Put a little nail mark where that needs to go. Let's save that for later. Okay, and then for this I'm going to come in with, I think these pads should be quite a nice size. So again, these are Hunkydory. Nicely along the bottom there. See how that's going. So that's stuck nicely. Yeah, I think so. And then again with this one, oops. There we go. A little bit of tacky glue. And then we just have to decide where we want that topper to stop. I think it's going to be around about there. So I'm just going to pop that on nice and straight. And then tilt that up. That's how our card is going to stand. Okay. So we pop that down for a second. And then coming back to our book for a sentiment. We've got a little tag with the same horse on. So drag that one out. And then we've got this one which says, she is brave, she is beautiful, and she is free. So we'll go with those two. If I grab my little pokey tool, just poke those circles out. And there. I want them to go like so, so just going to pop a little bit of glue in there. And we want to be able to see this horse underneath. And then with this last little bit of black ribbon, just tie a little bow. down until you're happy with it. And then I bring in a little bit of colour. Just going to put that to the side because this will cover this hole, like so. So if we put that under there, like so there. And I want that to stand up just a bit. So I just cut that down. Piece under there. And we'll pop a piece under there. And technically put that down like so. Okay, and then so just to finish, I'm going to grab some gems, and I don't know if I want to go for some clear ones or whether to go for some gold ones. I've got a lot of gold glitter. Those are the wrong type of gold. Or we could just go with black. Okay, so these little black gems here, and I've got my picky tool. I think I'm going to bring one into each corner over here. Just those sort of evenly. Just pop that up a second. Just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over on this side. And this, these gems here, these came from AliExpress. It's just a black gem. You can use anything you've got. Pearls would look nice as well. Anything like that. Okay, so let me just pop that up and show you the finished card. And that's our reverse easel from the Horse and Country Deluxe craft pad. Okay, so I will put some photos up on Pinterest once that has dried. Okay, so that's it. That's just a quick video again for today. Next time it's going to be Crafter's Companion. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't got a plan in my head. I may well just pick up one of the subscription boxes, just pick a random one out of the pile and see what we can make from that. I think that might be a bit of fun. I have ordered that Alice in Wonderland box, that may be here, so it might be fun to have a little play with that. But like I say, not sure at the moment. I haven't got a fixed plan in my head. I haven't got an idea of where to start with it, so we'll see where that goes. Please don't forget the giveaway for Hunkydory a few days ago. Just leave a comment on that blog post there, that video, if you want to be entered that closes on the 31st of January, so I'll do a drawing after the 31st of January. But that's it. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.